Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. If you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Courtney, nice to meet you. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate your continued support. So I am going to be sharing with you the results of my May brand panning project. For those who are new here, I am participating in the 25 products in 2025 panning project, and alongside that I'm also doing individual monthly brand panning projects. So each month I will pick a new brand and I will select a few items of that brand that I have and just try and use those products as much as I can during that month. Not necessarily everything has to be finished or panned. It's more just about like trying to make sure that I use the products that I do own. I have many products that I've started using, haven't used for a while, so it's trying to get back into using them and falling in love with them again, and also like using up some products because I have so many, and yeah, I've kind of tried to just stop myself from buying any more products and just trying to use what I have. So yeah, let me show you what I did. So for the month of May, it was Jeffree Star, and I'll just show you first the products that I was planning to use. So we have the Mini Breaker eyeshadow palette, we have the Beauty Killer 2 palette, the Skin Frost highlighter palette, the Lemon Lavender face mask, the gloss in Slime Glossing, and I also had a lip balm which was part of this product. And do you think I can find it? I don't know where it is. The moment I need it for this video, I can't find it. I've obviously put it in one of my makeup bags or one of my general outgoing bags. I just don't know which one. I've had a look, I can't find it. So I'll just have to talk about that one when we get to it. So let's start off. So normally what I do is I'll weigh items and I'll compare the before and after weights, and then other items I typically just do how much I used. So for this one, none of the products were weighable, so I just did like how I used it, though some of these products I just commented like which shades I've been using. So we shall go through. So the first one is an instant fail, and that is the Lemon Lavender face mask. I know, it's so bad. I had the goal to try and use it. I used to do so many face masks. I'd try and do 1 or 2 weekly, and then I don't know, just like this year I just got really out of doing masks. And I have a few like sheet masks, and I have a couple like I don't know how you call these, but like spreadable face masks, and I just haven't been using them. So the goal was to try and use them, and unfortunately in May, I just have not done it. So it was a fail, but this is such a lovely mask. So it comes with like a little scoop, and if I open it on up, so you can see like I did use quite a lot of it like when I was doing the masks. I just love how thick it is and almost like a gel. It's so lovely. It smells amazing. But unfortunately for the project, I didn't do once, but I really want to try and use it. So I'll continue to try. I'm going to put it right by my bathroom sink and just try and remember. So hopefully I will make a slight more dent in this by the end of the year. So the next one is the Slime Glossing Lip Gloss. As many of you know, I'm not the biggest lip gloss person. I typically more prefer matte finish lipsticks. But as I got a few of the Jeffree Star mystery boxes, I got a few of his lip glosses. And to be fair, these are quite decent. They're not sticky. Some of them have like a really nice pigment colour, so it still looks like you have got something on. And yeah, I've used the Slime Glossing quite a few times. I did though accidentally mix it up. So a few times during the month I was actually using the gloss Sandcastle Bling. So even though this does not count towards my project, it is the same product, the same brand, just a different shade. So it's still good that I was using this, because this is part of my 2025 planning project. So it's good that I use this, but sometimes I'd like forget which one was which. So these are really good. I quite enjoy them. I will always pick a lipstick over a lip gloss, but I am getting more into using these ones because I had them for quite a while before I even attempted to use them. So as you can see, there is still so much product left, but I am slowly making my way through them. Like I said, this project isn't about absolutely finishing everything, it's more about just trying to use things that I have. I am quite happy with the progress that I've made, so that is that. As for the lip balm, it was the Glitz lip balm, which is a lovely blue. It's gorgeous. I've used that a few times, really enjoyed it. Again, I just don't know where I've put it. But also during the month, again, it happens. Same brand, same product, just a different shade. I've also been using the Jeffree Star lip balm in Widow. And this is a black. And it just gives like a really nice huey tint on the lips. It's really moisturizing, really nice. So imagine this but in blue. And yeah, I absolutely love these. These work really well, especially like when I go to work and I just want a bit of like hydration, or if I'm at home and I don't want to do the full makeup, I'll just do some like nice lip balm with a little bit of tint. But yeah, no, I just don't know where I've put it. So knowing me, I will finish this video and find it within seconds. But yeah, so that gives you a rough idea of what it looks like. But really enjoy these products. Next is the Mini Breaker palette, and I would say this is the product that got the most use out of the month. So I'll show you the shades. So I was very scared about me choosing this palette. I have quite a few Jeffree Star palettes and some are a lot easier to use than others, but I really wanted to try and use the ones that I really just don't reach for. So I used to use this quite a bit when I first got it, but then it just became quite hard using all the different shades, so then I kind of went to easier palettes for a while. But honestly, I had a lot of fun with this palette, and even people were commenting like how they noticed that I was going back to what I used to do of doing like the bold bright colours, and people saying it looked really good, and I was like, oh, maybe I should try and do it more. Sometimes we just get into a comfortable zone with shades and we kind of forget what we used to do, because I used to wear so much bold makeup when I was younger, but then I kind of went into more easier. So I had loads of fun. So I used Double Scoop a few times, which is this orange, and then I used Foreplay, which is this pink, and I also used Bubblegum, which is this pink. Now I really don't wear pink. I don't like pink, to be honest. I'm not a pinky girl. And I did use these two shades a couple of times just to try and use them, but I really felt very self-conscious wearing them. A lot of people complimented me, said it looked really nice, but for me it just felt really unnatural. I'm not a pinky girl at all. So yeah, I mean, I'd try to maybe mix them more in the future, but yeah, it kind of just confirmed. But I also used Oral, this gorgeous purple, and then Hot Fudge, this brown, which was a lot easier to use for general wear. So yeah, this palette got plenty of uses. I used it quite a bit, loved it, and I'm definitely going to try it and continue to use the bolder colours and try to have a bit more fun with my makeup again. So that one was definitely like a success for me. So yeah, really happy with that. then came the Beauty Killer 2 palette. Now, I always say in every project that I do that I shouldn't pick up too many palettes, and I always end up. So I didn't think 2 would be too bad, but it did prove to be a bit more difficult than I thought. So this is the palette. Again, quite distinctive colours. Trying to get out of that comfort zone, but to be honest, I kind of stuck very, very safe. I only used Guillotine Dream, which is this silvery grey, which is like a shimmer, and then the Rebirth, which is this sparkling green, which is, they are much more my colours. They are much more what I'm comfortable with. And I believe I used Soul Sucker for a little bit of like eyeliner. And I love that it's got like, I don't know if it shows, but it's got like sparkle in it. So it just added a bit of sparkle in my eyeliner, and I really enjoyed that. But just things like this pink, this neon, you know, I just stayed clear, this dark blue. I just didn't have the confidence yet to do it. So I'm gonna try and set up like an own little personal project of like just like trying to do the bolder colours like at home, just to like get used to it being on me, and then maybe see about wearing it out. So yeah, this palette was a bit harder, but I used the shades that I could, so I'm happy with that. And then lastly is the Skin Frost highlighter palette. Absolutely love this palette. And yeah, I really got out. I used to wear highlighter like every single day, didn't matter where I was going. Into Tesco's, I was putting on highlighter. It had to be like, you know, completed look. And then for a while I just got out of highlighter and never really put it on. So yeah, I really wanted to try and get back into it. So I used Icing Ivy and Candy Frost, these two. And even though this was pink, it worked quite nicely with like my blusher, kind of like mixed it so that it wasn't as intense of a pink. And it just gave like a really nice hue. And yeah, these two were my mostly used. I have used Rose Gold a couple of times. It's quite nice. I haven't used this one like as a highlighter. I have used it a couple of times for like an eyeshadow, sort of like in the outer corner, when I do like my orangey looks. But these two are the most that I used for highlighting purposes, and they just look so pretty. They are blinding bling, and I really love them. So I'm really glad that I'm getting back into the highlighter. And yeah, they just last forever, and yeah, such good quality. So that is that. So you can say if this was a fail. I kind of feel like I did my best and I'm quite happy with my results. I know there were a couple things that I could have really pushed more for, but I'm happy that I used what I did. I got a little bit out of my comfort zone, which is a good thing. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and do click the link down below. I'll put a link to all my other brand projects so you can see what I've done so far. And yeah, I'll soon be uploading my next brand project, so keep an eye out for that. So yeah, thank you so much. Please do give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and click down below to leave a comment if you have any questions about the products, or if you just want to share what products you're enjoying at the moment. Be more than happy to, because I would love to respond. And yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.